Hello, my name is Adam and welcome to UK theme parks. It's still summer. We've done a couple of theme parks, but tonight we're nipping back to a fair which is fairly local to us here in Liphook, which is Shaylers Fair, with some really retro rides. You've just seen there the Twister. I don't think I've seen one that old in a long time, but the reason we've come is the old rocker planes right here. I can't remember the last time I did a rocker plane. In fact, I can remember, that's a lie. I took Kurt on there when he was very, very young. There's no way he's going to remember. And I think you can control the cage and lock it. So I accidentally locked it upside down and terrified the life out of him. It was great fun. And that's where I'm headed. That's going to be the first ride. You also got a Twister, you got a mirror maze, you got a dodgems, and you got some paragliders down the back, with a few juvenile rides as well. So we're going to take in a few, we're going to get you a few POVs. It's not going to be a particularly long vlog because there's not that much here, but this is all something different for us. These are new. Well, I say they're new, I think they're new. We used to live quite close to Liphook, so I might have done these 20, 25 years ago, but for all intents and purposes, these are new. And I'm definitely starting with this little beast here, because that thing is going to be insane, and you can get some good upside down time on it. Now, it is windy. I do apologise for any wind noise or anything like that. We are still summer, but this is the weekend where it's actually rained for the first time in months, absolute months. Now, we're not due rain tonight, so we should be all right. We've got the engines here. If we're not by this tree here, you can hear the wind really badly. So, apologies for the noise. We'll do our best. We'll get what we can. But yeah, we're going to head over now, get you on some rides and see what we can find. For the cage. Been a long time since I've been on one of these. Is dinner coming back up? Who knows? Whoa, yeah. Put myself a little bit. Yes, we're a little bit windswept after that because it's windy. It's windy. My hair's gone all over the place. Thinking maybe I need it cut. So what you saw there, we saw us going on the rocker planes, the rocker. I think it's just called the rocker here. It's not really got a name, to be honest with you. Oh, I haven't been on one of those, as I said, in years, since we were down in Salisbury and I locked Kurt into position. Now then, for those that aren't familiar with it, and you know, to some of the younger viewers, you may not be that familiar with it because they're really not around much anymore. You just don't come across them, which is a real shame because they are cracking rides and you're in control of it. You get a big lever, hopefully you'll see in the POV, the view of the lever. That's what I meant to say. And you can kind of move it backwards and forwards. If you leave it right forwards, you kind of just go round and round and round. It's a bit like, you know, not going upside down and just kind of taking it easy. If you pull it towards you, it starts to rock. And then you can balance it out and you can get some upside down. You can balance it so you can get some hang time. As you would have saw in the POV, I'm not too bad at it. It's been many, many years since I've done it, but not too bad at it. So we got some hang time, we got some upside down time, we got some good proper rocking out of it. Now this one, unlike the last one I went on, you can't lock in place. So I don't know if you can see on the POV, at the moment, there's some notches down the right hand side, and the big one that comes up the lever, you used to be able to slide them across and lock it into place, and that would be your position for the whole ride. You would just go round and round and round, locked into place, so you would naturally go upside down, and that's what I did to Kurt. He won't remember it because it was a long, long time ago, but it terrified him. Terrified him to death. It terrified me as well because I couldn't actually get it back unlocked till we stopped. But that one you can't lock. Not to worry, makes you rock it, makes you really, really work for it. We've then moved on to the twister ride, the Super Twist, S-O-P-A twist. And that is a proper classic. That is a proper grass cutter. We've done a couple of grass cutters this year in Carter's and down in Hedge End. Hedge End, yes, in Hedge End as well. And that is a proper old one. That is a lovely, lovely ride. Maybe a little bit of paint, but lovely. Rides really, really smooth. You know, they're not the quickest. They're not supposed to be the quickest, but beautiful, really, really smooth ride. Rocker plane, also very smooth. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Great condition. You know, these are old rides. These aren't your modern day ones where, you know, lights and things have gone and they shouldn't have done. These are well kept classic rides. And the one we've got to go on now is going to be the paragliders. I think we're going to skip the dodgems. We're not sure yet. It's £2 a ride, £3 if you're going on the dodgems. There is carnival here tomorrow. This is Saturday. There's carnival here on Sunday. So 29th of July today. So carnival will be on the 30th. The vlog won't be up before then, I'm very sad to say. But I will be keeping an eye out for the Shaylers Fairs because I love that rocker. You just don't see enough of them. You really just don't see enough of them. And those paragliders, they look stunning. So that's the next thing. It's really loud in the fair, which is the reason why I'm standing behind all the engines. Really, really loud. But we'll take you over to the paragliders, hopefully get you a POV, and then we'll walk back through the fair and show you what else is here. Oh, that is a stunning paraglider, to be fair. I mean, you've got to consider the age of this. This thing looks beautiful. So well kept and rides really, really smoothly. Now, as we said about the other rides, it's definitely not the quickest by any means, but it really doesn't matter because it just rides so well. Really, really well. We've ridden a couple of these this year. Easily the best example I've ridden. Easily the best example I've ridden in a long time as well. It's just so smooth. It just feels so well kept and it just looks, oh, it just looks stunning. I really love little rides like this and it's nice to come across them. It's nice to come across the old rides and it's nice to come across rides that you just don't see very often. And, you know, good quality paragliders you just don't see very often, but that is one of them. I think Basingstoke's the last one we did and it pales in comparison to this. However much we actually quite like the Basingstoke one, this one is just such a lovely example. I mean, look at these cars, look. So retro, so retro. So we've done the rides that we're going to do. We're going to have a little walk through the fair now and show you what else is here. You know, the rocker plane was probably highlight because I haven't been on a one in a long time. It would have been nice to lock it just to kind of terrify myself a bit, but again, really, really good. The twist, we love a good grass cutter. We've seen a couple this year now, and you know, that's probably the slowest, but arguably the most fun at the same time because it just feels, everything's just so retro, and it really does feel retro as well. It feels like when I used to go to the you know, fair when I was 11, 12, when I was my son's age, we used to go to the fair, this is what was there. You know, and they were all brand new then and they all were stunning to us and they all felt absolutely amazing. And, you know, to see a fair like this now, a lot like Carter's, to be fair, because Carter's, you know, apart from the giant octopus, which I used to see a lot, you know, a lot of those rides were before my time. So this is my kind of era of going to the fairs. It's been lovely. Lovely to come here and do it. And between Portsmouth and Guildford, where I was born, you know, Liphook's right in the middle. So these were probably the rides that I was riding when I was much, much younger. And yeah, loving it, loving it. We're not going to do the dodgems today. We're not feeling the dodgems, to be honest. There's not many people riding them either. They do look fairly quick, in fairness, but we're going to give those a miss. And then, of course, you know, the paragliders there, absolutely stunning. So we're going to take you for a quick walk back through the fair, as we're part of the other side anyway, so we may as well, and show you what else is here. So that's it, that's Shaylers Fun Fair. As we said, it's quite local to us, you know, 20-minute drive really isn't too bad to come up here. There's not a massive ride lineup, to be fair, but as you know, as I said, when I was young and I was going to the fairs, and I used to go to fairs a lot, you know, this is the kind of fair I used to come to. So when I found out it had a rocker plane, I thought we'd come and have a look. You know, had it been probably more than half hour away, I probably wouldn't have come, to be honest, because it's just not a big enough ride lineup. That's no disrespect towards them, because this is what they put on in this little, you know, they haven't got a lot more room there, to be fair, to go back anywhere. So, you know, it's no disrespect to them whatsoever. That's the space they've got, that's what they filled it with. Whether they have any more rides, I honestly don't know, but that still, some great selection of rides. Only 3. Real 4 if you include the dodgems, great rides. Now as you walk through there, you'll have seen a mirror maze, you'll have seen a little fun house as well. They're not really suitable for the adults, and a few juvenile rides with the swings and a little carousel too, which is really nice, to be honest. It's really kind of nice. You know, great fair, great little fair, really, really nice. I hope you enjoyed it. There's a couple of good rides there, a couple of good rides we don't see very often. And you know, I say they're new rides for me. I think they're new rides for me. I may well have done them 20, 25 years ago, as this was the area that I was fairing in. But my name's Adam, this has been UK Theme Parks, and we'll see you next time.